Everybody, it's Dr. Wendy Walsh. It's my Wednesday night live stream. Let me just get the other social media up and going here. Here we go. Comments. Hi, everybody. The first thing I love when you come onto my live scream, am I going to be screaming? Is to tell me where you're watching from. It's always fun to see that people on my social media are literally around the globe, which is wonderful. So let me know where you're watching from. And also, if you have a relationship question, I'm here to weigh in. I've got a lot of life experience. I have a PhD in clinical psychology. I've written 3 books on relationships. I think I probably have a few things to say. So if you do have, hello, Ontario, Canada. That's where I'm from too. But I live in Los Angeles. Where else did I just see? Did I see Washington? Massachusetts, hello. Pasadena, hi. Destin, Florida, you okay? Florida, you okay? I'm worried. Vancouver, Canada, hello. Over here on my other StreamYards, here's another user on LinkedIn from California, hello. Let me know where you're watching from. That's always my favorite thing to find out. Can I love my husband and another guy? Asked someone on Instagram. Absolutely. I mean, can a mother love 5 children equally as well? Yeah, whoever came up with the idea that you can only love one person? Now, we do have societal rules and you have relationship contracts. There's that one you might have signed called marriage. That means that you probably shouldn't betray them. And, so yeah, but it's possible to have the feeling. Of course it is. Hello, Peachtree Corners, Georgia. Hi, Steve. Good to see you again. Steve's in Beverly Hills. Hello, San Diego. Good to see you. Any relationship? I jumped early in relationship, falsely believing words rather than actions. Your recommendations to recover from ghosting. I'm sorry. You know what? I really believe that when something like this happens to us, it is a great learning opportunity. You know, relationships are far more about skill than luck. Go back over it. See what words you believe that you probably shouldn't have. Make a choice to do something different next time. In every crisis, there's some kind of gift of wisdom. But no matter what, it's not about you. Don't start beating up on yourself. Just think, oh, this is the way the game is played. Okay, so here's going to be my strategy next time. How do I deal with a partner who isn't giving the same positive energy whenever I have good things going on in my life? Well, you're going to have to explore that, right? Maybe ask them, hey, it seems like when I have great things happening that you're not happy for me. And I'm wondering why. It could be because it makes them feel less than. It could be that they have low self-esteem. It could be that your success and happiness means that you might leave them. But that's how you can grow intimacy, by talking about these things. Thank you, Denise, for your kind words. That's sweet. How can I recover from a breakup and a relationship that lasted 6 years, but he cheated on me 7 times? The answer, of course, is time. Time will heal. And you got to go back through and say what you're not going to do again. Like get back with him after cheating number 1. Ay, ay, ay. Hello, Brazil. I just got a funny notice on my StreamYard down here saying that Brazil YouTube is showing black screens right now. I don't know why. Hi, everybody. So you're welcome to put a question down here. I'm looking also at YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. So if you'd like to post a question, it will populate here and I can put it on my screen. I'm also looking up here at Instagram. What age did I start graying? Oh, well, here's what you need to know about my family. We get put in the coffin with a full head of hair. Everybody in my family. There's no balding that I know of. Except it's white. And it starts going white in our 20s. So I started going gray in my 20s. I've been coloring my hair since my 20s. I am never going to stop because it's just what I know. Hello from Mexico. Good to see you. Jonathan, what's your question? How I don't understand the question. Expand on it. I have a question. How do you deal with being a model? I'm not a model anymore. It was terrible business. I hated it. I was sexually assaulted. I was objectified. My brain was ignored. Terrible business. Don't let your daughters get in it. What's your take on partners having opposite sex best friends? Should I worry if I asked him to let her go and he won't? Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. You need to surround what you're trying to figure out is if his opposite sex friend is a backup mate, whether it's his work wife, what have you. So the answer is you have to socialize with her together so that you can see their relationship and you can have some trust. I would ask him, I don't think you should ask somebody to get rid of a friendship, but ask them what the friendship means to them. Explain that the friendship feels a little threatening to you. Ask for his help, like, how can we solve this so that we can both go forward and you can have what you want? Somebody asked me, my wife is a narcissist. She shows no love, but yet wants everything from me, even down to sex. She only cares for her pleasure. I am raised to never give up, but I'm exhausted trying. Is there a future? Yeah, there's a future of pain if you stay. You know what? You're being depleted. Do you need me to tell you that it's time? Move on. Okay, here's one down here. Taylor asked me, Taylor says, so this guy and I, who's a mutual friend, have been texting for a month now. I finally asked if he wanted to hang out. He said no because I hooked up with his friend years ago, but he keeps texting me every day. Okay, so this is the cognitive dissonance that many heterosexual men have to deal with. They evolved in their anthropological past to have a sexual double standard, that the one that gives men points for sexual experience and gives women demerit points. In our ancient past, if they ended up hooking up with a woman who hooked up with the team or their friends or whatever, they could potentially end up raising. So it lies in there. Now, what he's doing is he's trying to fight it. He's still texting you every day. Now, why are you rewarding him by texting back? If he says he doesn't want to hang out because he has the sexual double standard stopping him, then you need to say, I'm sorry that you can't be more mature about this. I'm sure you've had sex with other people in your life. Anyway, I'll move along. So you need to show the boundaries here. He's insulted you. He's told you he has trouble getting over the sexual double standard that lies in his head. And if you keep rewarding him with texts, it's not going to make him like you more. Trust me. Hi, Alfred from Texas. Jonathan, that's a crazy question. Of course, it's not bad to be gay. We evolved to have a diversity of sexual orientations as well as gender. Okay, any tips on dealing with self-obsessive narcissistic personality disorder guy? Don't hang out with them. I mean, okay, so let's talk about boundaries. Boundaries are the behavior you will accept, but boundaries are not boundaries until they come with a consequence. And the consequence is you move away from somebody who doesn't treat you the way. You're not trying to get them to turn. If you're spending your life trying to change anybody else or get them to behave, look, I've done it myself in life. You waste your life. You have to just move along. 10 months in and he doesn't verbalize that he likes me. He shows it with actions. Would be nice to hear it. Okay, so here's what you say. Hey, I really appreciate that you did this, that you do this, that you do that. It means so much to me because it shows how much you care about me. I know words seem really difficult for you, but it would mean the world to me if you could also say it with words, right? You start with a compliment, then a request, and then you end with, because I really like you, I'm really into you, etc. Why is Instagram not scrolling now? Okay, so if you're having panic attacks, then you need to call a therapist because it's really treatable. I'm not a therapist. I don't have a private practice, but honestly, that's one thing that I know is very treatable. Any tips for anxious attachment? Yes. Learn to calm your anxiety. Meditation, exercise, relax. Don't overthink about them. Ask yourself why you're attracted to that person that's driving you crazy. And also, watch your patterns and try not to repeat them. This person says, Dr. Walsh, I found that in the last 10 years or so in my marriage of 24 years, that I'm the one that's always asking for us to do things as a couple. When do I stop asking? Well, I don't know. Are you unhappy with asking? I mean, sometimes one partner does hold the social schedule and does the planning, and that's their job. But it sounds to me Like what you're really asking me is, it feels like she doesn't love me as much as I have a bug in my face. She doesn't love me as much as I love her. If she made more of an effort to do things with me, then I would feel more secure in this relationship. And those are the words you need to say to her. I've been in a relationship for 2.5 years and I still don't know if she's the one. Is that bad? Okay, great question. There's no such thing as the one. There's no such thing as a soulmate. You know what there is? There is you being a good partner and making a decision to be that good partner. Don't hold out waiting for the perfect partner. Spend your time being a perfect partner. And then there will be many, many people who you will be interested in. So a relationship is what you make of it and what you do with it. It's not something that just happens and you go, well, I don't know, maybe, you know what, put some effort into it and you'll be amazed what your garden might be able to grow. It's still not scrolling, which is really weird. I just keep sliding it myself. This girl told me she was mean. She was mean to me, so I would be uncomfortable around her. What does that mean? I'm sorry, I don't know whether you're a romantic suitor to her or a female competitor. If they're mean to you so that you'll be uncomfortable, that's weird. Move away. That's manipulative. 57-year-old widow, but I fell in love, but he lives in a different country. Be careful. Don't get catfished. I hope you meet in the real world at least. Generally, those long distance relationships don't pan out in the real world, and especially if they just start online. Seems like a guy. Oh. Taylor, this is an excellent question because I'm telling you, every woman is dealing with it right now. If a guy goes on a date with you, then lingers around texting every few days, what does that mean? You know what? It means that you're too available, you're texting back, he's making sure, he's keeping a little lifeline between you and lots of others potentially. And if he's not actually asking you out, you need to be clear. If they text you every 3 days, take a little longer to respond each time. Stretch out that rubber band till they go, oh, where'd she go? Where'd she go? And they turn around a little bit. Let more time go. Write fewer words. If they text, what up? That does not deserve a response. Wait. If they say something like, good morning, happy Monday to you, like they're just going to use you as their emotional touchstone. What do you have on the agenda today? Just say, why does it matter? Why are you asking me? Curious to know. You can ask it in a nice way, like, I wonder why you're checking in. Ask people. I'm wondering why you're checking in regularly. Just ask them. You'll be amazed at what they will say. Yes, advice on dating with kids. Do not expose your children to potential bad romantic choice that you might make. A revolving door of parental figures is the worst thing for kids. Have a separate romantic compartment on the side when you have a babysitter or they're with their ex, and wait until the relationship is solid before you introduce. Minimum 6 months, if not a year. Oh, and where did it go? Now they're moving so fast. Where did somebody at a party in DC? Where did it go? Oh man. Hard time moving past your ex. Any tips? I've dated a bit, but not too interested in people I'm meeting. Time will be the healer, but you do need to surround yourself with a bunch of people who love you just for being you, to remind you how lovable you are. Friends, family, colleagues. All right, I'm gonna have to wrap up now. I wanna remind everybody that I'm available for a whole hour every Wednesday at 6:30 on my Patreon. There's still time to join. Patreon.com/Dr. Wendy Walsh. Patreon.com/Dr. Wendy Walsh. Come on over. My books are there. My podcast is there. I'm there. If you send me private messages, guess what? I answer them. I chat with you. So please join my Patreon. I'd love to see you. Then you have your cameras on and we can chat. Be wonderful. Patreon.com/Dr. Wendy Walsh. Love to see you all. Otherwise, I'll be back here next Wednesday. Bye. I can figure out how to end it now. It doesn't seem to want to end.